Oh, I went live. Quarters are tight here in the old studio. Best to leave them on the ground. Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Surf's Up Hair. Wondering how long we can go before I have it down to my waist again. Gonna need a couple more days at the very least. You know, I still actually have up here, and we're in my home studio right here, just a portion of it. It's my personal incubator. I'm just recreating my early years. Very exciting and very nourishing. And we'll hear more about it as the songs progress. This, I was going to say, I used to have a ponytail down to my waist. And when I got it cut off to start teaching back in 1979, I cut it off and kept it in a bag. I always thought I could use it for something. Never made a shirt out of it or anything, but it's still up there. And funny, but the color's different. I don't know. These days, I could actually do extensions with it. It might look pretty interesting. Well, at the very least, hi, I'm Mark Stanton Welch. I am so delighted that you're here and to be a part of really something brand new that's starting in my life, which is to do these live concerts. I love doing the music. And since I'm here at home, I have an endless supply of songs to do and things to share. So I want to start off first by saying how delighted I am that you chose to be here at this point. This is the adult concert. It's the after dinner or the dinner set. The earlier one we had was just a frivolous adventure. It was all the things that I kind of didn't take care of and I needed to remember, what was too stressed out to work with. So all of that got taken care of in the first set. So now I am just the epitome of calmness and focus and a professional show, as you know. But who's into professional shows? You can get those anywhere. How about something spontaneous, something that's filled with, oh my God, did he say that? Or what's that song about? Or can we go get something to eat? Well, yeah, there's a lot of different ways to look at it. Clearing out my pockets, telephones. So I'm going to share pretty much the same songs. I wasn't able to get to everything. I have 10 new songs that are part of the Stay in Place, the original compositions from Stay in Place. I have about 30 titles, and I've already fleshed out pretty much 30 songs. So over the next 3 weeks, every Wednesday, we're going to be doing this kind of a thing. So I hope you join me as we evolve together. And who knows how things are going to be in such a time, in such a short time. And I'm using regular equipment so you feel like it's a club, so you feel like the sound is what you'd come to expect from a cheap show. Did I just say that? I guess I did. So, at any rate, I am filled with delight. I just had a cup of coffee, and so my mouth's a little dry, so I'm going to get started. Start off with something just to get the energy going, softly. I give a little love, I give a little light, comes back round and I feel alright. Life is good. Life is good. I give a little love, give a little light, it comes back around and I feel alright. Life is good. Life is good. Again. I give a little love and I give a little light. It comes back around, I feel alright. Life is good. Life is good. Last time. I give a little love, I give a little light. comes back around and I feel alright. Oh, life is good no matter the form. Life is good. Keep it in mind that life is good. There are certain attitudes and new beliefs to keep in place that will make manifest new forms. And something as simple as that song there can actually feed in many, many different ways and actually begin to draw things forward. Uh-oh. I thought I shut that down. We're just going to let it ring. Yes, we will. Okay. I didn't toss it far enough away. It didn't go into the fish tank. So, I love that tone. It's the anticipation of, oh my God, who could that be? The number is unrecognizable. Are people calling in these times to maybe try and sell me something or offer me something or give me something too good to be true? Yeah, I wonder what it is. But way back in 2012, I wrote a series of songs for a transitional time oh so long ago. And I looked back at them and I saw how many of them were actually still quite relevant in these times. So I thought I'd start off with this one because it's the nature of the energy of at least these early stay-at-home days. Frustration, everything is changing. Frustration, I want it all the same. Frustration, everything is changing. Frustration, I want it all the same. We used to do it this way and now we do it that way. There's changes all around me, I don't know what to do. Familiar, I like to have something I can count on, I like to know my place, I like to have control. Familiar, like it all predictable, comfy, cozy. Changes feel so crazy, I much prefer control. That's right. We used to do it this way and now we do it that way. There's changes all around, I don't know what to do. We used to do it this way and now we do it that way. There's changes all around me, I don't know what to do. Well, what if all these changes were a way to keep me growing, spiraling, evolving, everything I am? And what if I was opening to endless loving power? Maybe I'd surrender, I could flow with the I am. Maybe. We used to do it this way and now we do it that way. There's changes all around me, I don't know what to do. Yes. What if all these changes were a way to get me growing, spiraling, evolving into everything I am? And what if I was opening to endless love and power? And well, maybe I'd surrender and flow with what I am. You know, the more I get resisting, I feel clearer and stronger. It's easier than holding on, I like this letting go. It's like I have these wings and I can fly with no resistance. With no resistance, and this is my intention. Live life within the flow. My intention, yeah, everything is changing. My intention, let go to have control. My intention, everything is changing. My intention, let go to have control. My intention, everything is changing. My intention, let go to have control. All right, song one. That's always good to get out of the way. I having to make a few adjustments here. I think the mic was in a different position before. Now I've got a camera up here on my iPad that I'm actually taking, recording the video of me videoing on that. So who knows what's going to happen. So the picture up there, I like that guy a little more than this tiny one here. I don't know where to look here. I keep looking at myself, you know, just, but the green dot up there, I think that's where I'm supposed to look. So if it feels like I'm not paying attention to you, just know I'm getting used to the lay of the land. And then over here, I've got an audio recording that's going, because who knows what you can do. This is my Takamine. It is every year they used to make a special limited edition of a particular style, and this one is called the dolphin guitar. If we were close enough, you could see the rosette here that has all of these beautiful dolphins swimming in a never-ending circle. And there is something going on there that looks like a dolphin in a wave. So I pulled this out just to have this experience together, and I am delighted. So when this all started, let's say way back in March, you remember way back in March? Yeah. I was out in Arizona wrapping up a tour, but it was already under the influence of all this energy that was going on. And so already people were wondering in the Unity churches that I work with, which is New Thought, and people are usually pretty, well, New Agey, which means they connect, they hug, they do all of that, and they like to do that kind of stuff regardless of what's going on in the world because they want to keep a positive approach to it. So we were struggling the church in terms of how to handle the Sunday morning service. And at that point was the first point where we began to realize there were different ways to say hello, and you could also say no to a hug. Oh my God, really? That was unheard of in the days before this. Okay, so by the time I finished off the tour and was heading back to California, I was actually concerned if I was going to make it over the border. I was coming down through Needles on I-40, and there's an agricultural station there where they check and ask you if you have plums or bananas or whatever the latest thing is you're not supposed to bring in. And I thought, wow, they could turn that into a National Guard spot, and I might not get home. You see, I'm pretty open on traveling, and I pretty much have a higher viewpoint on stuff where I don't get bothered by these things. But man, the energy out there on the road was pretty intense. So we fast forward to 46, 47 days later, where we've been holed up. Now, I live alone anyway, so what's different here? Well, a lot's different because I have to be here. And that's made a huge difference for me in terms of, one, sitting down to write these songs because there was so much cathartic in me and moving as I surrendered myself to these particular times and allowed the work to take place. So, first thing I wanted to do was to look at, the longer this thing goes, the more change is going to occur. There's our first song. Now, some of these have a decided country feel, because I'm trying to make America great again in a conscious sort of way. I'm going to pick up the tempo. It used to be, my life was fine, so it seemed to me. I went about my moments doing what I learned to be. And then one day a virus came, it put me in my place. and I was forced to look at me in a whole lot of brand new ways. And the longer it goes, the more I know that the way I was being's not the me I'm believing, and I'm starting to see that it's time to let that go. And the longer it goes, the more I flow in a world that is greener, breathing air that is cleaner. There's a brand new demeanor in the hearts of the people I know, like you. Well, I'm taking time to look at me from the inside out. Those things I've been clinging to, well, that's what I'm learning all about. It's like a system reboot. I'm building me anew. I'm tossing out the old and worn. I'm waking up renewed. Everybody, and the longer it goes, the more I roll. And I like how I'm feeling, and I'm happy, and I'm healing. I'm loving the me that's growing up. And the longer it goes, the more I flow in a world that is greener, breathing air that is cleaner. There's a brand new demeanor in the hearts of the people I know, like you. Oh, I never thought that this could happen. Oh, I'd find this me inside. Ooh, all the years I've been hiding, I was sent to my room where I had to see what the way I was living was doing to me. I'm changing accents, changing beliefs, a brand new world that's unfolding in me. There you go, see how that world unfolds? And in you. Looks like a little resistance there, because the longer it goes, the more I roll. And I like how I'm feeling, and I'm happy, and I'm healing, and I'm loving this me that's growing up. And the longer it goes, the more I flow in a world that is greener. It's a breathing air cleaner, and the breathing air greener, and I'm cleaner and a eater. I don't know what I'm saying, because the world that is greener is the air that is cleaner, is a brand new demeanor in the hearts of people I know, just like me. So we can overlook certain mistakes that get made in the middle of the song just because it looked like I was having a great time in doing it. I love that. Yay. These will become treasures at some point. So you can see, well, perhaps you can't see, right under the label marked Stanton Welch, there's a music stand with my lyrics on it. I haven't learned these songs. Now, you'd think that I would have learned them by now. But no, I've just had other things to do. So I've learned the idea of the song, and now I'm just doing this. So in the earlier session, everything was printed so it fit on one page, and so I had like a 10 pica. And you can see I'm not wearing glasses. I normally do, and I do not have any support system here to allow me to read. And so I was making creative mistakes, which is good for the sense of creativity to see what you can make up on the fly for improvising. But it wasn't delivering the songs the way I wanted. So in between, I brought them up to 14. Maybe next time I'll have to have it like a 22 and then have 14 pages per song. But we'll see how that unfolds. Working with the lights, working all of that. I have one of those circle lights right here that's lighting my face. If I wear my glasses, I have two big circles right in the glasses, and I think it's a little bit distracting. So I've decided not to do that, and we'll just see how things unfold. So I won't introduce this song. I'll just play it because the title it's a fun title. Before I start. Well, I'm a Virgo man. I like to touch and to hug. I yearn for human contact. It's a way to give love. Then a call came for social distance to keep me in my place. What to do? What to do? I went down to Trader Joe's and I stood in that line. Oh, and right there she's before me in a mask. When I thought, my oh my, I just stood there on my tape spot. I said, good Lord above, I'm 6 feet from love. I'm 6 feet from love. Oh yeah. And there's a bluff down near the ocean, and I walk it all the time. Oh, and I used to stop and talk to strangers. Human connection divine. Now we all have to walk one way, no more face to face. What to do? What to do? It's an awkward little wave, yeah. Or a bowing namaste. 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 Or a bumping of the elbows. It's kind of funny that way. I don't care what you do. Humans need to connect. We need love. Must have love. It's a time when fear is everywhere. It can turn right into anger and rage. Everyone needs love, you know. We can't be kept in a cage. Oh, we have to have connection. Must have face to face. 6 feet from love is not the way. No way. No way. That's no way to live now. Get your guitar and play along. Do your solo in the song. Take a Glenn Rathbone, guitarist extraordinaire. Come on, Bo Duggar, you make it funky now. Give it a little chicken scratch in there. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Now I understand the choice, and I'm going along. I give my love through music, through my words and my songs. I know love is just energy, it's what we're made of, and we're all made of love, just love. So we can ride this out together, while the world she transforms. And we'll open hearts together as our life is reborn. Without those old distractions, we recover the truth. And I send out my love, send out my love to you. And it's a time of fear when it's everywhere. It can turn right into anger and rage. And everyone needs love, you know. We can't be kept in a cage. Oh, we have to have connections. We have to have face to face, face to face. And 6 feet from love is not the way to live. No, 6 feet from love is not the way to live. I say 6 feet from love is not the way to live. No way, no way. I went down to Trader Joe's and I stood in that line. Really, I recall going to the Trader Joe's the first time when the thing happened, and I got out of the car. I actually got a parking place close, and I got out, and then I saw this line. And the line went clear back to the backside of the parking lot where normally I park because the place is so busy. There must have been 50 people. So I went and stood in line, and there was tape everywhere. I overheard a lot of conversations. A lot of people talking about sickness, things that are wrong in their lives. I guess it was a clearing. We didn't know that it was almost like Lucy, providing therapy there. We didn't really know what was going on. And anyway, thankfully, Trader Joe's just showed up in the sense, and I like a lot of places. We adapt and we find a way. I've been in this place for over 20 million years. Seems like it. When I first moved in, the beautiful white walls did not speak to me, so I got permission to go ahead and add some color. And I added color. I took every one of our chakras and I made sure that I had a room and a place where I could go if I needed that vibration. So, the red room is over here. It's a closet, a walk-in closet where I used to do my vocals because it's so quiet. And the red gets me down into my root and balances me. The orange is the apricot that takes up most of the studio, and it's the creativity energy that's here. And I have it one on the back side of the living area over here, or the recording area, or the piano room, or the place where I watch TV, or the bed, or you can see what's going on here. Farther down in the third room at the other wing of the house, you have a color called Nutty Butter, which is a sort of pastel yellow. And that moves up into the yellows of the solar plexus. So that's where I do my business, so-called business, and that's where I take care of things when I get to them. And it's also the kitchen, the dining room, the area where you can see I have to sort of make do with all kinds of things. The blue is right behind me, and it's the back wall of the studio paired against the apricot. So I can use the voice with the creativity that's in here. Oh, yeah. And sometimes it really works. So what I'm getting to is realizing that these walls have special meaning. Just like any house that you have lived in for any length of time, you're going to develop relationship, and the walls will carry an energy. Your energy, especially if you're living alone, as I have been. Just recreating the incubator that I came in. Maybe it's time to stop that. No. Here we go. These walls have eyes. These walls hold stories. These walls have kept me safe and warm, built just for me. These walls hold whispers, and these walls hold pain. And these walls hold love and history. They keep out the rain. And these walls have eyes. They sing my songs. They open up their arms and welcome me when I come back home. These walls know me maybe too well. back as well. They love me. They're strong, so strong. We're staying at home. We're gonna ride this out. I've been talking to these walls to feel who I am and what I'm all about. These walls are changing, they're just like me. I believe we can open these windows, open these doors, and we'll both go out to sea. These walls have eyes, they sing my songs, they open up their arms and welcome me when I come back home. These walls know me, maybe too well. These walls are holding me in, but they might be holding me back as well, because they love me. They're strong, so strong. It's a heartfelt time to be letting go of the things that kept me safe, like these walls and all the times we shared together. And now I'm calling on an inner strength to feed me now in new ways. And I'm about to go. I want you to know how much you mean to me. And because you love me, we're strong, so strong. I've built my walls just to survive. I've done the things I do to keep my life in line. These times are pushing to break these walls and let the me I am be free at last. I hear it, I hear the call. And these walls have eyes, they sing my songs, and they open up their arms and welcome me when I come back home. These walls know me, maybe too well. These walls are holding me in, but they might be holding me back as well. And because you love me, you held me, you kept me safe, and you held my space. Because of all of this, I'm strong. Little did we know that our little house has such beauty and power and magnificence for us. Regardless of what's occurred, we're in relationship with this. Digging it. All right, the very first thing I wrote was something that never really got off ground. I was going to send it, and boy, I was going to get some action on it. And I called one of my music buddies here in the area, but his family said they wouldn't let him out. I was going to drive over because nothing is, it wasn't mandatory. I thought I could get over there, and I'm Mr. Immune. I don't catch anything. That's what I believe, but things were different there. And so we weren't able to put this song together. And one thing led to another. And the next thing you know, it's a month down the road. But you can recall these days way back in March. About March 20th is when it started to come down. So I want to make sure that I'm all lubed up for this one. Because this is country. Let's get the right tempo. I don't need no beer nor wine. I don't need no spuds. I don't want no handshake, and I sure don't want your hugs. But one thing I am seeking, it's now my primal care. Lord, I can't find no toilet paper anywhere. Not a bit. And I'm a home here with my family. The kids are barred from school. The cities are in lockdown. Social distance is the rule. And now all of this I can tolerate, but this one thing's got me down. I can't find no toilet paper anywhere in this town. And I'll give dollars, I'll give donuts, I'll give anything I have for a sheet or two of TP. Lord, I'm angry, scared, I'm mad. And I used to go to Costco, I'd put 20 rolls in the bag. And now I'm digging in my closet, looking for newspapers and rags. Now, I don't mind the virus, I don't mind the scare. In America, we're survivors, but I'm running out of underwear. I never felt so desperate for one little soft Charmin square. Lord, I need inspiration, can't find TP anywhere. I could fast or just drink water, or use each paper twice. I could clean up with my garden hose, now I'd have to do that outside. I could do just what my poodle does, you know, the butt on carpet scoot. I'll find a way, I know it. I'll do what a human has got to do. I'll give dollars, I'll give donuts, and I'll give anything I have for just a sheet or two of TP. Lord, I'm angry, scared, I'm mad. And I used to go to Costco, I'd put 20 rolls in the cart. Now I'm hoping that this urge I'm feeling is nothing but a fart too long. I've been waiting far too long. It's been going on far too long. It's going on far too long. And I say it's crazy. It's all so crazy. You know, we need some ingenuity fast. Come on, Georgia Pacific, ramp up production. Come on now. We got ourselves a crisis. Hey, what about some new alternative? Maybe something solar, or maybe something, well, wind-driven, or maybe, how about those politicians? They got a lot of hot air. Maybe we can put that to work. Come on, millennials. Let's make the next big thing go here. Come on now. Hey, could somebody give me a hand? Far too long, it's been waiting far too long. It's been going on far too long. Hey, miss you, Charmin, far too long. And I miss you, Scott Ultra Soft, far too long. Miss you, Kirkland Signature, that's even hard to say. Hey, miss you, Quilter Northern Ultra Plush. I didn't even know that existed, but boy, that sounds good right now. I tell you, miss you, Angel Soft. I miss you. And I miss you, Soft and Gentle. You even sound good, but not as good as that Ultra Plush stuff. I can't wait to get my hands on that. And I miss you, Green Forest. It's going on far too long. It's been going on far too long. It's been going on far too long. It's been going on far too long. Man, this is just the I didn't say it. Fun tune. Right through this curtain, there's 475 rolls of toilet paper. How did I get them? Not going to tell you. There's enough there for 6 lifetimes now that I've learned to use 1 square. It's amazing what you can get on 1 square. You just got to... Okay, sorry. I'm getting a little into this here. So there are some things that we're missing during these times. But if you live with people and you got a family there, you know, that's the joy and the sorrow of it. Maybe you're finding that the relationship, which I'm going to write about next week for next week's concert. By the way, the next successive Wednesdays, we're going to have a repeat with new tunes being shared. So hopefully you'll put this on your social calendar and maybe you can drive around the block to come back and actually experience the show. Okay. But us folks who live alone, whew, my body's aching, I'm feeling alone. I'm so damn healthy, but I'm staying at home. It's been a month now, I've been keeping my space. And just to be sure, I'll keep staying in place. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Some people struggle with staying at home. I'm not so bothered 'cause I do live alone. But there's one thing I surely miss it so much. I've got no human to human, no tender touch, no. If I could just get a hug, I would forget about that crazy old bug. My pillows do keep me cozy at night, but they are no substitute for they bring me little delights. Little delight, yeah, like a hug. I remember, like a hug. Can you remember your last time you got to snuggle? Smuggle, maybe that's true too. I bet it felt so fine. A hand upon the back, a rub and a squeeze would bring a smile to my face. So someone, please, 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 if I could just get a hug. A wrap around me like a fine Persian rug. My pillows do make me feel cozy at night, but they are no substitute. They're no substitute. They're no substitute. They bring me little delights, like a hug, like a hug. Ah, the day will come, like a hug. I remember, like a hug. All right. Oh, there. Okay. Yeah, that really helped. Yeah, that. Thank you. Thank you. You know, musicians as a profession have taken it pretty hard during these times. Mainly those that are actually called gigging musicians. In other words, we go out, we share songs, and we play in places, and we travel to do so. Now, I shared, I think in the beginning, if it was this one or maybe the last one, that I was telling the cosmos, I'm just a little weary of traveling so much, so could we possibly just find a way to bring, everything I need, but have me travel less? And then lo and behold, look what happens. Some little bug gets out, and then everybody is forced to stay at home, and including me. So I got my wish, but I think it was a little extreme. So if I'm sorry, I just want you to know I'm sorry. I didn't mean it to be like this. I'm not taking personal responsibility, but we're all pretty powerful these days. Look at what we can create. Oh, my. So I had to address the idea of a gig. So here's my tune called I Once Had a Gig. Oh, I once had a gig. Yes, I did, but that's not the first line. I'm so excited. Oh, there once was a time when the world was so fine. I had gigs all laid out through the years. Then a bug came along and silenced my song, and the gigs, they all disappeared. Now I'm sitting at home doing scales on guitar. There's a future that nobody knows. Oh, I once had a gig, a most wonderful gig, but it's gone, and that's how it goes. All the restaurants are empty, bar mitzvahs are froze, weddings are all put on hold, and the bars are all shuttered, the parties postponed, and the birthdays, well, they're just no. And I'm sitting here building up my repertoire for the day when I'll gig once again. La da da. Oh, I once had a gig, a most wonderful gig, and it's gone like dust in the wind. You know I had to put that in there. Yeah, and even the crap gigs look rosy. Right now I do a concert from the car. All the music now pours from those cheap speaker phones. The days on the road seem so far away. La 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 la. Everybody, la 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 la. So I've changed up the house, put a cloth on the couch as a backdrop for live streaming tunes. And I've learned about Zoom that perhaps must come soon. Hard to sing with no one in the room, but it's what we've all got, we singers of song. A new way will soon come along. So I'll just dream of those gigs while I sing to my phone. In these times, all my gigs are stay home. I'm singing alone. I'm gigging from home into the phone. Hey, donations have grown. Yay. Gigging from home. There once was a time when the world was so fine. I had gigs laid out through the years. As I look out the window, all the gigs. But hey, we're right here right now. We're right here, and this is probably the most fun gig I've had in a long, long time, because I'll be done in a while. Oh, looks like I'm going a little over here. Not yet over. I've got 9 minutes. So, too much frivolity. You see what happens in the late show with the adults in the room. Things just get a little extended. So I'm going to do maybe 26 more. No, okay. Three more. Might go a little bit over. And I apologize for that, but send me a text. Oh, speaking of that. Sorry. Let me just put down here. That if you want to go to PayPal and do mark.welch@mindspring.com and drop a little something in the tip jar, that'd be so cool. And then there's also a little more of a link where I call it the circle of giving and receiving that's on my website. So if any of that speaks to you, please partake. Otherwise, it's just going to be a distraction down there while I sing the next song. A couple weeks ago, there was almost a whole week where it felt like the days were the same. It felt like it was always 5 o'clock. I don't know if you remember, but I'd get up, I'd go to work, I'd feverishly work on the things that I was working on, and then before I knew it, it was 5 o'clock. What was going on? And then something shifted, and I started to flow a little more and get a sense of time. I think time and space are all messed up. And with that in mind, I created a song called When Days Become One. I'm trying to remember the song. It's the feel that I got to get. There it is. I've always had a funny feel about space and time. They never seem to stay the same at all. An hour made of moments that seem sometimes stretch the rules. One moment flows while others seem to stall. We're living in a time when the rules of life are kind of falling down around this earth under the sun. You know it's like this when days become one. How can you take a routine and tear it all apart to give yourself a chance for a brand new start? You dive into the now to find this space within time, and soon you find the land of in-between. We're living in a time when the rules of life are kind of falling down around this earth under the sun. You know it's like this when the days become one. We are so versed in separation. We carve our moments one by two. What do you do when this moment becomes endless? Do you surrender? Become yourself anew? Because we're living in a time when the rules of life are kind of falling down around this earth under the sun. Yes, it's like that when the days become one. A whole world bound together in an energy of fear, confronted by the wounds they hold, a fear that death is near. A cosmic wave caresses us to activate the change, and we are ignited, and we're all invited. Reclaim the holy site and let ourselves return unto the flow. Each day is familiar. I'm lost inside a dream that tells me I am far beyond the norm. Wild forms are dancing all around its order and collapse. It's like we're getting ready to be reborn, because we're living in a time when the rules of life are kind of falling down around the earth under the sun. It's like this when the days become one. Be ready for awakening and be ready to transform. Be ready for the blessing of the light. Life is shaking in reform when humans realign, when heart to heart reveals the eye to eye. Oh, and we're living in a time when the rules of life are kind of falling down around this earth under the sun. It's like this when the days become one. When limits fall and the way it's been is done. Oh, it's like this when the days become one. Ah, when limits fall and the way it's been is done. The way it's been. It's done. Yay. Yay. All right. 2 more songs. I got 35 seconds. We're going to go just a bit over. But if you need to go and get that TV dinner out of the oven, do it. I prefer Swanson's. That's what I grew up with. You know, we used to always have the turkey with the God knows what gravy and the God knows what stuffing. And there were little green peas, shriveled little green peas, and then there was some mystery thing in the tray in the upper left corner. Now, you might remember TV dinners. If you do, don't get the Salisbury steak. That one was just bad. You might as well have been eating liver. But that's another concert. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on that. So here we are. There's a lot of magnificence coming out of these times. I mean, look at the fact that we're sitting here and I don't even know half of you. I don't even know if anybody's there. So I'm having a ball. And hey, life is free. Some people push and pull and make their own life move. They think without this or that their life is out of the groove. I got a message that can remedy that. Live in the flow of now, that's where it's at. Life is free. Ooh. Life is free. I gotta read the lyrics on this one. When there is pressure, I go for a walk. When I am down, I reach out for a talk. Breathing, singing, dancing, take away any cares. The moment's all mine to take me anywhere, 'cause life is free. Ooh, life is free. I've taken courses, I read 1,000 books to change the way I am, to change the way I look. When everything I've ever need is living inside, so that's where I'm going. Right now, I let myself fly. 2, 3, 4. La 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 la. Everybody now. La 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 la. Hey, la 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 la. All right now. Now make a smile and think of a time when you were happy, when your life was so fine. Breathe it in and bring it into the now, because freedom within, it's what it's all about. That's right, that's all about. Life is free. Ooh, life is free. Oh yeah. I've taken courses, I've read 1,000 books to change the way I am, to change the way I look. When everything I'll ever need is living inside, that's where I'm going. Come on now. Yes, that's where I'm going. It's always been right here. You know that is. That's where I'm going. And we're all gonna fly high, high, high. 5, 2, 9. La 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 la. La 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 la, whoa, la 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 la, la la la, yeah, la 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 la. One more time we say, no limitations, no restrictions at all. We're here to love and laugh and never play small. The sky, the trees, the ocean, they're waiting for you to celebrate the beauty of this greater truth, this greater truth, this greater truth. You know what it is now. Life is free. Life is free. Life is free. Life is free. Regardless of the circumstance, regardless of the forms. Whew, it's an inner thing, man. You know that. It's respond to life or resist. We're learning the beauty of responding, walking hand in hand with it. I'm talking into a glass of water. Well, it's time for the last song. And I fell a little bit short of doing them all, but I did a good job, I think. Feel free to make comments somewhere. This is YouTube. I guess you can make comments there. This is also new to me, and so it's going to unfold. Tomorrow, I'll be doing on Facebook chants, 45 minutes of chants, mantras, and intentional songs, which are the short ones that I like to do, like Life is Good there, that are in the vibration of what's going to support the energy of tomorrow. So they're more of a sing along thing where I play the song, I'll put up some lyrics, you'll have them, and we can make that a regular part of Thursdays from now until the cows come home. And on Friday, I'm going to make Friday my theme concert night. So at 4 on Facebook, 7 on YouTube, I'll be presenting songs that support a theme, an energetic theme. They're aligned in frequency and in content. And the theme this week is going to be about wellness, vitality, and health. Why not? So come be a part of that particular energy. Tell your friends. Let's get all involved in this, because I found out that people are doing groups to listen to this. Yay. But they're online groups, of course. People are not like gathering together. Are they? Now, wait a minute. I've got some family. Okay. All right. Well, I'm not. I'm out here in Cambria, California. Thank you. Visit those links at the bottom if you choose. Got to get the feel. I used to travel around the world looking for what thought I was anywhere. That I was not, the hole there within me was bigger than the sky. It seemed I was lost, I did not know why. When along came a virus, it forced me to stay. And that's when I found it. Not know was not far away, was when I was finally alone, that I found myself a home. I never seemed to be satisfied with who I was. I thought I needed to change, sometimes just because I could not see the beauty here in my eyes. Always looking out there in my fine-tuned disguise. When along came a virus, it forced me to stay. And that's when I found it. It was not far away. And when I was finally alone, I found myself a home. I found myself a home. For all the time I turned my back on me, all the time I ran away, for never taking good care, feed myself the love that I craved. Oh, for never taking time to feed myself the love that I crave, for spinning tales and wanderings, ignoring the call, for acting like I did not care at all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. These are different days, got a brand new frequency. More I look in, the more love I can see. I have to thank the universe for the gifts I've received. The whole world has been sent to their room. to think about it, figure out, turn around and find who they are. 'Cause along came the virus, and it forced us to stay. And that's where we'll find it. It is not far away. And when we are finally alone, and when we are finally alone, and when we are finally alone, we'll find ourselves a home. We'll find ourselves a home. We'll find ourselves a home. For all the times I turned my back on me, all the times I ran away, for never taking time to feed myself love that I craved, for spinning tales and wanderings, ignoring the call, for acting like I did not care at all, for acting like I did not care at all, for acting like I did not care at all. Sorry, sorry, sorry for not showing up. Sorry, not keeping my word. Sorry for taking advantage of the situation. I'm sorry for half-truths. Sorry for the lies. Sorry, I didn't know. I'm sorry for not listening. I'm sorry for missing the opportunities. I'm sorry, Mother Earth. Sorry. Sorry, sorry, I'm sorry. Thank you. Give a little love, give a little light. You know it comes back round and I feel all right. Life is good. Life is good. Life is good. I give a little love, give a little light. It comes back around and I feel all right. Life is good. Let's bring it home. Life is good. Life is good. Now remember, you can watch this again. Tell your friends about it. They can watch it until, well, I've already said the cows come home, but you can watch it at any point. They're just going to begin to grow and build all of these concerts, and boy, do I have a bunch lined up. Go to my website at markstantonwelch.net, markstantonwelch.net, and on the front page, you're going to see over to the right an opportunity to join a newsletter, to get on my mailing list, because there's all kinds of stuff that I'm going to be doing that I really want you to know about. And in the center, you've got a thing called Stay in Place Resources. Go there, find that, look and see what I'm doing and what I'm up to and what's coming down the pike, and start to access tools that are going to help you keep a higher frequency of consciousness. You know, one of the challenges of things loosening and getting back is we're going to slip back potentially into the old ways of being, It's easy to do that. They've been in the making a long time. So we have to help one another. We do it through music, we do it through the intentions and the words, the conversations, etc. You know all of this. Join me tomorrow and we'll chant and we'll do mantras, and join me on Friday, both on Facebook and on YouTube. And we will look at health and wellness and willingness, all of that, and we'll share music again together. I am so blessed by your choice to come, to be a part of this, and to support me in a brand new escapade. That may not be the right word, but I feel like I'm on skates. Escapade. All right. Much love, many blessings, and endless, endless gratitude. We are done now. Bye. End the broadcast, man.